All right. So as we start this episode on the chaotic situation in Los Angeles, I figured I wanted to start with this right here because you haven't seen this yet. This is a woman whose house just burned down, and she finds Gavin Newsom, and she has things to say. And Gavin Newsom does not have a teleprompter to protect him, and so let's see how that went for him.
That's
Governor.
that's all literally.
Is it going to be different next time?
It has to be. Has to
Right.
be. Of course.
What are you going to do?
I'm doing
To
everything
fill the
I can.
hydrants. I would fill them up personally. You know that.
I literally have.
I would fill up the hydrants myself.
We're getting
Why
the
was there
resources
no
to do it
water
from this
in the
issue.
hydrant?
Okay, it's short, but I want to walk through a couple things. Number one, she's obviously not making sense. You know, she's like, I would put the water in the hydrants myself. I don't know what that means, but
I mean, why? Take your hose and fill it up. The hoses have water. Like, that's the craziest thing. People are watering their own homes with their hoses. How come the fire hydrants are empty?
two different systems. But
That's what I'm saying, though.
Yeah.
Like, people could be like, I would like to donate water to the fire hydrants. I will run my hose there and fill it up with my own money. I will pay the water bill for it.
okay, maybe that does make sense. But what I want you to see is two things about this from him. Number one, he says, of course, it'll be better next time. You're all, of course. What does that even mean?
Magic.
But here's the other thing. Watch how mad he is at the end. He wants to go. He goes like this. God, can you just subscribe to our channel? Can you just subscribe? At her, right? Like
For the record, I've never hated a human being more than I hate Gavin Newsom.
Okay, so watch him right here at the end where he wants to be like, leave me the fuck alone, but he knows he can't, right? He's like, he cannot give the world that clip right now, but watch
Hydrants,
him.
Governor.
That's all literally.
Is it going to be
being
different next time?
It has to be. Has to
Right.
be. Of course.
What are you going to do?
I'm doing
To
everything
fill the
I can.
hydrants. I would fill them up personally. You know that.
I literally have.
I would fill up the hydrants myself.
What is he
We're
mouthing?
getting
Why
the
was there
resources.
I can't. I've watched it 10 times. I can't figure it out. I think he's trying to say I have to go. I think he's saying I have to go. I think.
Yeah.
But
When one of your constituents is in your face and you're watching the devastation that you've had a hand in creating, I bet you do have to go,
Well,
Gavin.
dude,
I bet that sucks to stand there and see what you did.
yeah, have you seen the clip of him talking about the dam removal? This is, I mean, like if you just let's say you just wanted to spend today, you know, just enjoying
hating Gavin Newsom more
the
and more?
end of Gavin Newsom. Like, there is a lot of that for you. Like, let me find. Okay, so Gavin Newsom dam removal. This is. Hey,
I
this is.
typically
Hey,
don't-
ready? This is damning.
But
I
I typically don't jump on stupid word things, but I do love that the big guy calls him Newscum. It's kind of my favorite.
Here you go. 2 years ago. Okay, watch this.
So we're here at the Iron Gate Fish Hatchery, right on the edge of the Klamath River, next to one of the dams that will be removed, the largest dam removal project in U.S. history, and one of the most significant, if not the most significant, water restoration project, bringing back salmon and steelhead into this basin. This project could not have happened without extraordinary partnerships with tribal nations and, of course, our partners in the North and Oregon. We just finished a celebration with the Secretary of the Interior and our tribal council and tribal leaders, and I couldn't be more proud as a Californian, and I couldn't be more proud as a father, because my kids and their great-great-grandkids will have the opportunity to see something that, well, has been here since time immemorial, and it's about damn time we got this done.
Damning. So that's all water that got rerouted.
Yep.
That would have been LA. Now, look, what I see that, if I'm being totally honest, you want to know what I see is being a politician is a thankless fucking job.
Oh,
You're damned if you do,
For
damned if you don't. But if I'm going to also be honest about my own feelings, this motherfucker signed a law that invalidated my kid's medical exemption. Okay? Because a pharmaceutical company told him to.
Mm-hmm.
So fuck this guy and all of his cronies. Every single one of them can just get buried underneath the MAGA fucking tidal wave
I
that's coming as a
hope
result
he
of this.
gets exactly what's coming to him.
Well, he's going to. I mean, he's going to. There is no question of what is coming
Like
for him.
just the sight of his face, I can literally feel my blood pressure rise.
Really?
Yeah, I have a visceral reaction to his face.
Hey, you want another good one then?
No.
Gavin Newsom cut $100 million from the fire prevention budget before California fires. That's today.
Yeah.
That should bring a smile to your face. This.
It doesn't bring a smile to my face because there are, 10,000 structures
No. I'm not saying no. I'm talking about do you really think that would have stopped these fires? It wouldn't have. Of course, the $100 million. Like this is something that happened in June.
Here's the thing. Realistically, I don't even know that if everything was in place perfectly, that LA would have stood a chance. But when you couple the fact with what's happening now, with the weather being exactly what it is, and then you also don't have the funding for the fire department, you don't have water in the, what are they called? The fire hydrants. I was going to say extinguishers. I'm like, that's not the right word. Mm-hmm. You don't have water in the hydrants. You can't, the brush hasn't been cleared in God knows how long. I mean, it was quite literally the perfect storm. I don't know if it was all in place, if it would have been any better, but the fact that all of this bad stuff that was not helping at all has happened, it ain't a good look for California. It's really bad. Yeah.
So they were talking about, so Mel Gibson was actually he was recording Rogan while the fires were happening in Pacific Palisades. And he said that he had word, there's a clip of him talking about it where he's like, my house is probably not going to be there when I get back. Jesus. And he's chilling. He's worth $500 million. But and he is chilling. As he's talking about it, he's like, he's like, my neighborhood looked like an inferno. He's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
He's legit crazy.
He's totes nuts.
Yeah.
I stand by my statement about actors all being totally insane.
He's a wackadoo.
Yeah.
But he's the kind of wackadoo that you're he's the one actor, not one, but one of the few where it's if I was going to get in a bar fight and I was there with him, I'm like, I feel good about this. Most guys act like tough guys. He is actually batshit. I'd be like,
he'll throw down.
Don't hit anyone with that mug unless they do something like that first. Let's just go fists unless they want to, escalate. But
I literally cannot take my eyes off of this whole fire situation. You saw the picture that I sent you of my old neighborhood in Santa Monica.
Mm-hmm. It's really close to there, right? Or wait, you sent a photo, or you sent me a map?
Yeah, I sent you the screenshot with the little circle where my house was.
Yeah. You're talking about when we started dating, that house, right?
Yeah. It's in danger right now.
That's insane.
It's insane.
That's insane. It's not near wildfires. That's just the fucking city of Santa Monica.
12th and Wilshire, just the
right
city in the heart of Santa Monica.
That's insane. There are fires that are actually potentially going to burn that neighborhood down.
6 blocks over, they're under mandatory evac.
Holy shit. So what, where Sushi King is?
Mm-hmm.
Or at least was when we first started dating 20 years ago or whatever?
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
The promenade is almost... They're on evacuation warning right now.
How is that possible? How could the fire get to there?
The winds are outrageous. It's quite literally the perfect storm. You've got the Santa Anas blowing like crazy. You have this brush. You have no humidity. Everything is going up in flames. And then the wind is coming and picking up embers, and it can carry it for miles. That's why there are so many fires. That they prepared for the wind event. San Diego, we were talking about, Melissa, they have their power preemptively shut off to avoid wildfires, which, San Diego's that's cool. We'll take the darkness right now. We're good.
Yeah.
But
then you have stuff like this.
We're at 302 Pico, and people are lighting fires now. You can see they lit a fire. These guys, not all the people there, but some of those guys lit that fire, and they're actually... the trees caught fire, and then the palms are catching fire. So civilians are now lighting fires.
And then you have people looting.
This is not stupid. This is put those people in the
Santa
fucking
Monica,
ground.
Venice. So
I was, what was it? You and I that were
safe
talking
out there.
about the difference
Fire department's
of what we
been
would see, if
dispatched.
something like
We
this
don't
were
have enough
happening in
water to
Texas
put this
versus
thing
what
out.
we're seeing in LA County right now.
No, we didn't talk about that, but let's definitely talk about that. And then look, 1 hour later, Mansky started a fire in Studio City. And that's the one Greg was telling me about when we were on the phone last night.
I don't know.
What?
it makes you wonder, like, are these just like bad people, or are they part of some grander plan? I mean, if you level LA and get to start fresh, get one of your little 15-minute cities in there. I mean, what better place to like start to prove the model? Like, oh, tragically, LA was lost in a fire, and here's our first smart city.
And listen,
It just feels very.
and LA would be a nice place to do it when they're in California. They have complete regulatory capture, like top to bottom. They don't have to worry. Like all the Republicans have left the state.
Yeah.
Right. Like everyone's moved.
Oh, yeah.
So they're like, even if they oust these guys, we'll still get more Democrats and we control them too.
Yep.
And then so we could do whatever. I mean, it's not impossible at all. And, you know, like you think about right before the election and it's like back to back hurricanes.
Yeah.
You know, and then and people are like, oh, my God, are they talking about weather control? You're all, oh, you mean this scientifically proven thing that they've talked about 10,000 times that they actually
That you can like Google.
It's not even up for debate. Like they do it in the United Emirates all the time. They control the weather.
Of course.
So you could make it rain, but you can't make a hurricane. Like, give me a break. I've read literature about the fact that you can do that. And you do that twice in area, you know, like big swing states, right? I mean, hey, how'd that go, dude? How'd that go?
Florida ain't swinging.
I guess
no
it
more.
wouldn't have really mattered very much, given that every single swing state went the other way. We're breaking all of our rules on this channel. I don't care. This needs to be said.
It's just one of those days.
This is one of those days, yeah. And
I cannot believe we're only 10 days into 2025, and this is already what's going on.
dude, it is going to be absolute sheer chaos, and they're going to do it like this in ways that are like, you know, like you think they can't read a fucking weather report,
Yeah.
so they're like, now's the time, fires.
Well, that's what LAFD was saying. They were preparing for a wind event for like, I want to say like a week or so before the fires, just because they know.
They knew the winds. Yeah, so all you have to do is just start the fires. All you need is, if you know the wind's going to be there, start the
like
fires.
they were gearing up for it. Like they were expecting fires.
Right, and so the people who would benefit from this, just go start the fires.
Yeah.
Just go start the
I mean,
fires.
and I sent you, I mean, there's so many crazy like videos floating around right now. Like that one with the things shooting through whatever that was. I don't know if it's real or not, but I sent you that.
Oh, yeah, the UFO.
I don't know if it's a UFO. People thought it was like a friggin' fire laser or whatever. Like a.
Wait, that's what they thought that was?
Yeah, dude.
Dude, it looks like a UFO. UFO
No.
in the
It looks like-
smoke.
It looks like, no, I texted it to you.
Pay attention,
I'll send it
friends.
to you on Instagram. It looks like fire starting, like incendiary bombs or whatever.
That's what you saw there. That's not what I saw. I thought it was like,
No,
yeah, send it to me right now.
I will. I'm
I
going to
yeah,
find
I
it
thought that
again.
was. I thought you were sending me a UFO.
No,
Um,
I'm gonna DM it to you on. Whoa, that's so loud. Okay.
yeah, man. I mean,
Okay. You should be in your DMs.
okay. All right. Check it out, you guys.
There must be so many.
You can't play the song.
There it is.
Yeah. What is that?
You thought that's what did you think that was?
No, people think it's like that's going to start a fire.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Whoa, dude.
I know. It's insane.
And what about the Iran press release? The Iran, I mean, like, now that,
Yeah.
let's look that up real quick. The Iran press release, January 7th. Drones. Okay, hang on. There's a whole thing that Iran on state TV the day of the fire said that they had these undetectable stealth drones that was going to show the world this new, you know, shocking
What we're capable of.
what we're capable of. And then boom, Now, they said that they were acting like they were, that they're launching drones toward Israel.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Here it is right here.
So with
this is April 2020, or this is April actually.
Well,
but anyway, whatever.
I was going to say with the videos of those things like whizzing through, like those were the same reports that they were seeing in Lahaina, like the exact same phenomenon.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Or like energy weapons. Like whether it's true or not, I don't know, but it does feel very similar. And
I mean, again,
pretty common consensus.
It's the winter.
Yeah. This is not fire season. Exactly.
This is not fire season at all. It's January. But the winds were right. And they're like, hey, let's go get him. Like, I don't think that Gavin Newsom's in on this. This is way above his head.
No.
This is like the people who tell him what to do.
Right.
And he just does it,
Because he's a...
Well, the thing is, like, you're talking about stepping outside of like the LA fires thing and just talking about like global, like the global order. You're talking about like, okay, a person gets into politics and let's say that they were halfway successful and they have $1.5 million in the bank, right? Mm-hmm. And they're like, they're doing fine. Like they're living in a nice neighborhood. They've got a nice house. They stretch financing. They can look even more rich, whatever. And then you get them into office and all of a sudden they start having opportunities to like make $2 million all at once. Or
right.
like, how about $6 million over there? And you're just like, shit, I like being governor. And all of a sudden, just like every other one of these guys, you keep them in office for 10 years and suddenly they're worth $100 million, $200 million. And everyone's like, well, how's that happening? You're like, how the fuck do you think it's happening? Like, what do you mean, how's it happening? But
yes.
The people who are up here, who are the ones who fund their campaigns or whatever, these are crumbs. They'll throw a $6 million fucking equivalent of a dime to them. Like that's nothing to these people. Literally, $6 million is equivalent to me giving someone a quarter. Like it's nothing. It is not real money. So these people who are the out front face of like the power base in the world are nobodies, dude. Like they just do what they're told. Which again, for the 1,000th time, is why they have hated Trump so much from the beginning, is because he did not come up through the system. The only ones they let get through to where they could even have a chance of winning are the ones that they have established are corrupt, that will take their money, will do what they say, so on and so forth. Do I think that like you can just rest assured, like, okay, Trump would never take their money if they decide to play nice? Of course not, dude. Yeah. Like he's a human who likes money. He's very wealthy now, though. Like that's the thing is he might be now too wealthy for them to be able to bribe. They're like, oh, hey, look, man, like you can make $50 million, and it's like $50 million. I'm worth $5 billion.
Kicking him off Twitter.
Yeah.
Not a great move.
Not a great move at all. Really could have financially squeezed him, really could have financially squeezed him. And now you made him liquid billions of dollars, which he never was before. He never had like, it's his stock. He can sell it anytime he wants. You fucked up, bitches. So anyway, I mean,
Karma's a bitch.
They would have to really make him a lot of money to compromise him at this point, I think. But anyway, I don't know. I mean, like the whole thing is horrendous. And it's like, and again, look at this, like National Guard coming in now because of this.
Because of the looting. That's
National
what we were going to talk about.
arrives in LA curfews planned crackdown because they're looting.
Like, get it together, LA.
They're looting.
What are these people doing?
They are
That would
trash.
never happen here.
That would happen for 5
maybe in
here.
Austin proper, but like not in the rest of Texas.
But people would go if that was really happening in Austin, people would go down there and they would beat the fucking shit out of you. They would put a gun in your mouth. They're like, you're looting right now.
Yeah.
Like this whole place on fire. We're out here trying to give money, like give help to people, and you just ran in that store and ran out with a TV. Open your fucking mouth, dude. It just would not be accepted. Like you can't do that shit.
The cultural difference is unbelievable.
I mean, there are criminals everywhere, but
that's what happens when you create laws that basically allow stealing. Like you can steal $999 worth of stuff.
They just changed that.
Well, good.
They just changed that. They oh, hey, and people complain in Orange County they made shoplifting a felony, and they're all, Oh my
How
God.
dare you?
Oh my God.
What's wrong with people?
Well, it was never a felony before, but now they're like, oh, you guys, see, this is what I'm saying.
Make everything a felony.
You want to go hard this way? Now it ends up going hard the other way. You know, it's like, well, oh my God, abortion. And they're like, we should be able to do it up to the point of birth. And then, then it's like, okay, well, how about none then?
Yeah.
Like, how about none?
It is crazy to watch the pendulum swing so aggressively.
Fast.
It's so fast, and yes.
Fast.
That's what happens. It's like exactly what you were saying. Like, you push to 100, so we're pushing back to 100 the other way.
I don't like that, though.
I don't either. I don't want it to swing so crazy because it's crazy on both polar opposite ends. Like, let's be honest, friends. They're, if we can find a middle ground, that would be ideal.
I think that's what my positions are,
Yes.
is middle ground.
Yes.
Like, I really think that, I don't think, like, there are certain things, there's no fucking middle ground. You cannot have fucking dudes in girls' sports. Like, there's no middle ground on that. Yeah. You're wrong. You're just fucking wrong.
The middle ground is like, you want to dress like a girl and do girl things, like, go ahead.
Do it.
You just don't get to use your physicality against biological females.
You just don't get to do it.
That's all.
That is the middle ground.
That is the middle ground.
Yeah. What you're calling, we want to end your right to exist, is the middle ground.
The middle ground, yes.
Okay?
We're not saying, like, you can't do it at all. We want to, like, extricate you. Is that the word? I don't even know. Kick you out of, like, normal society at all. Just, you don't get to do this part.
Yeah. Take the fucking win.
Speaking of that, like, how optically terrible does LAFD's DEI look right now?
Oh man, that's one of those ones. I actually just talked about that on my video. I was saying, like, it's like, this is what happens now that there's blood in the water. People are going to start blaming things that have nothing to do with this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, too bad. Like, do I think that DEI caused this? No. Do I think that, you have the best possible fire department due to DEI? No, I don't. But do I think that would have made a difference in this particular situation? Probably not. But I'm not mad at people going, look at DEI, look at what you did. Because it's stupid anyway.
Away some people who wanted to be firefighters. Maybe.
Yeah. I'm white. I'm a dude. I don't have any chance. Mm-hmm. I have no chance. So why bother?
Yeah.
It's insane that would come out of a person's mouth. I don't have a chance because I am a certain race or gender.
Male. Yeah.
Like, and especially a cis white male for fucking firefighting, dude. It's just like, it's
arguably like one of the things that requires the most like natural testosterone around. Like, I'm sorry, but when I think firefighter, I want big, strong man.
White.
That part doesn't matter to me.
That part doesn't matter.
But big, strong man who is capable of rescuing me or my children or my home or lifting a hose. Like,
do you know a lot of girls that grow up and they're like, and it's like, hey, what's your grandiose life? It's like, dude, I want to like violently protect people. You're like,
and I'm not saying that those people don't exist, and by all means, get them in the fire department.
Get after it.
But don't make it your entire marketing
No.
ploy.
Don't make quotas.
Thank you. That.
Like,
yes.
No, we're not like, this is exactly right.
It's like the pilots,
don't
too.
discriminate.
Don't
because
discriminate.
there are women who want to be firefighters.
Yes.
Good.
Great. Love that for them.
Who the fuck? You person who has made this policy, did you ever aspire to be a firefighter? Fuck no, because anyone who did understands the actual nature of this fucking work. Okay, you are doing exactly what you aspired to do. Be a bureaucratic fucking weirdo who gets to use your middle management power to shit on all of society and tell everybody that you're better than them when you are a fucking idiot.
Just ruining things. Like, it's
terrible. Your days are fucking over, DEI people. Okay, like, this is the end for you.
Like, I don't understand when it became acceptable for us to create quotas instead of just selecting the best people for the job.
Gab, you're making way too much sense.
That's literally all I want when it comes to our, like, law enforcement, first responders, and like pilots.
You are making
all I want. Just
way
the best people.
More sense than you should. I don't want you to confuse people because good Lord. Okay, I got to go to jiu-jitsu. You guys are the best. We're doing more videos today, so you can look forward to that.
See you later.
Bye-bye.